Well, this is new for me. I'm actually doing a video of me. Tier list, like it or not. I'm quite enjoying watching tier lists, so I thought I'd give a couple a go for the 5 of you that watch my videos. So, anyway, I'm gonna be doing like on different clubs, mainly football based, but I will move into other things. So I'll do some clubs, do some players within clubs, and yeah, different leagues, different fan bases, all that kind of stuff. So here we go. We have a Chelsea tier list to start with as my original football team from birth, and we got six categories. We have world class, talented, decent, potential, average, and sell. So first we got Kepa. Kepa is an interesting one. He contributed to Sarri's job loss quite heavily. Yeah, he's a bit of a madness. He's not the player that we spent a lot of money on. He's the world's most expensive keeper, I believe, and I just don't think it's working out for him. But I have faith that he is settling. He's getting better. Well, he was really good, and he's had a really big dip, but he's getting better. He's back. So I'm gonna put him. So hard. He's talented, because yeah, he's made mistakes, but he is a good goalkeeper. It's just we have really high expectations for his price. So that's what I'm gonna do. Pedro. Again, not really in the team. He's there. He's been really good for a long time. He's the only player in history to have won everything that he could have won. Yeah, I'm correct in saying that. Yes, and I think for that, wow. If we're talking about this season at Chelsea, he hasn't played much, but when he has come on, he has been decent and quite consistent. So I'm going to put him in decent. Loftus-Cheek, obviously, horrific injury. He's coming back now. He's playing okay. We've had 3 games since lockdown now, so I suppose, yeah, he's definitely got potential to grow. So he's still quite young, so I have faith that he's going to become quite a key part of the team at some point. Oh, Willy Caballero, I like him. He comes on when Kepa was out the team for a while, and he plays well. He's a good player. He's old, and he's arguably one of the best backup keepers in the Prem. So I am gonna put him in decent. I know it's a little bit questionable, but we'll move with that. We'll move now. This man, Kovacic. Now, he has arguably been our best player this season. He has come into his element. He's scored goals for us, obviously not too many, but he's scored. He's played well. He fits around that midfield. He works well with whoever he's playing with, like Mount, Jorginho, Kante. And I think he wasn't too expensive either. He was a good price for a good quality. So I'm gonna. He is a world-class talent, and he has been one of our best players. So I'm going to put him in world-class. Giroud. Olivier Giroud has come into his own, right? He has. Tammy started the season really well, and then obviously he dropped off a little bit, and we thought, okay, we'll give Olivier Giroud a go. And he came in, and he is scoring goals. He is playing well. He got a goal against Villa. I think, obviously, he almost left in January, but now he's just signed this new 2-year deal, and he's doing really well. And for that, I'm thinking he's decent. He's decent. If he got a few more goals, I feel like I'd put him up there in the kind of talented. But I think if he has a good year, and obviously with the likes of now Werner coming and Ziyech and who knows, maybe Havertz, I think he could be really good. Rudiger. Now Rudiger's our best centre back, but I feel I feel he's not the leader that we wanted him to be. We thought he'd come in and boss the back line, and he's good, but I don't think he's that leader from the back. So that's why I feel like a lot of fans feel like he's disappointed. But I would say he's too good. He's too good to go below decent. And I feel like he has to be talented because he never makes mistakes. He is a very good player. And although he may not be the, I suppose, John Terry we need just to firm up the back line and get it solid, he is a very talented player. So yeah, he is talented. Sorry about that. Hey. Right, Cho Hudson-Odoi. Oh, Callum. Obviously tried to, a year or so back, he was looking to push his way out of Bayern. He was all this and that. Young English player, high potential, really cracking. And he although he hasn't had an abundance of chances this year, and he scored Champions League goal, and I feel like we expected him to be better than he is, and obviously he's got a lot more room to improve. But I feel so he's young, he has potential. I don't think he yet warrants to be higher up on that list. Ooh, Zappa Costa. Well. He's not even at the club. We've got Reece James, Aspi. He never quite made it, and I don't think he cuts it with us, to be honest. It's the truth. Yeah, I don't think he's cut it. Willian, about to sign an extension with us, hopefully. Well, he's with us till the end of the season, but I'd like to see him for a couple of years because he comes on, he makes an impact. He's a good player. He puts in good crosses. He runs. He's got a high work rate. I think Willian at times has really helped us when we've needed that experience almost, because obviously with the transfer ban we've had to use a lot of young players, and he's actually provided a lot of good experience that I think our players have thrived off. So for that I'm gonna put him up here. Talented. Christensen, now he's a funny one because he's very good. He has room to he definitely has room to improve, but he is very good. He is very good. He went away on loan and he played amazingly. He's come back and kind of he's been in and out of the lineup, hasn't had a consistent run, but when he has played, he has been very good. And I think kind of he's not far off of like Rudiger's quality as a player, but he also shows that kind of leadership that I suppose Rudiger lacks. So I'm actually going to put him up there as a decent player as well. Yeah, I think one day he could be, when he maybe matures a little bit, he could be world class. Aspi, say no more. He's been our captain. He has smashed it. Whenever he plays, he's had pressure from Reece James coming through, who's a great youngster, but he's kept up on it. He's kept his game high, and he is really he's an insane player for us, and we'd be missing a lot without him. He's a real leader in the dressing room, and he's Aspi, man. He can't go any lower. He's a world class player. Full stop. Now Alonso. Ooh. So okay, we are talking about this season. Shame that, because Conte's season, Conte's season showed how he's a great wing back, but he's a very average fullback. You know, he's a very mid-table fullback, but as a wing back he is excellent. His ball delivery is insane, and whilst he hasn't been amazing for us this year, he hasn't been shit. He's been alright, you know. He's shown real kind of good sparks, and I think he could actually do quite well if Lampard wants him to, which as we see, we're linked with Alaba, Ben Chilwell, all of them, and yeah, I don't see his future at the club, and that makes me want to put him in sell. But I don't think we should sell him because I like him as a player, and he is old. So you just gotta. So as I said, I actually just said it. He's an average fullback, so he has to go in average. But I think he has moments of world-class brilliance. It's not consistent enough. David Luiz, right? He's at Arsenal now. I don't know why he's on this tier list. It's a bit rigged. Sell. Do what you gotta do. Emerson. Bought in by Conte. Never had the chance to shine. He's like Alonso, but a bit worse, I'd say. He's probably more defensive, but I don't think he's as good as Alonso, and I don't see his future in the squad, especially if we're bringing in another left back. So I think we should sell him. Ampadu, again, we shouldn't be including loanees on here. He's been loaned out. He hasn't hit headlines. He's been a very average loan out player. Jorginho, constantly linked with Italian moves. I think it would be a real shame if, yeah, I don't think he should leave. He's been very good for us. He was very good under Sarri, and I think when he's working back, he's back in the team with Frank, and he's doing well. He's a good player. He's a very good player. We can't understate that. So I think he's I'm going to put him in talented. Yeah. Drinkwater out on loan. We never should have bought him. We didn't need him. We should sell him. Kante. Is it the funny thing? Like, everyone's like, "Oh, Kante's disappointed this year." It's because we have such high standards for him. He has been mental for the last 5 seasons he's played. 5 seasons? Since Leicester. Well, he was mental before that, but no one really knew him. Since Leicester, he's been mental. We brought him in and he was mental for us. This season, he's been slightly out of position maybe, but he still played amazing. He scored goals, he's assisting, he's, it's just he's not the Kante we remember, but he's a world-class player and still one of the best in our squad. So, yeah, world-class. Ross Barkley. If you'd asked me before Christmas, I would have put him as an average player because he came on, didn't do much, but I feel like since Christmas he's had a bit of a revival. He has really come out, he's scored goals. He has scored that amazing goal at Liverpool. He's just scored our goal to knock Leicester out of the quarter-final of the FA Cup, and I think that warrants. He's a decent player. He could so easily be talented if he got more minutes and he actually had the chance to prove that he's that decent player. Then I think he could be higher up, but because of the minutes he gets and average over the whole season, he's a decent player. He's a decent player. Moving on to Tammy Abraham. I've just realised there's a couple of players in here that I'm not going to include based on how much of the season they've played. But Tammy Abraham started off extremely well. He came in and he showed us a Premier League striker. He scored goals, he assisted, he held up the ball. That's his game. Hold up play. And his problem, he has issues though. Since Christmas he hasn't really had it, and obviously Giroud that made Lampard think, okay, maybe we've got to put Giroud back in, and then look what's happened. Giroud has come in and he's nicked the starting spot back. Tammy hasn't started since the break we've had, and he wasn't starting before the break, and I think while he started off extremely well, he's still only showing to have high potential. I think if he came out next season and maybe him and Werner could link up top, they're the top two in that kind of Anelka Drogba style hold up, one runs off kind of play, then it could go very well. But I think he has a lot of room to improve. But I have faith that he can, because he's shown glimpses of a great Premier League striker. So we have to give merit to that. Okay, how many have we got left? Ooh, almost. Okay, I'm not gonna grade him. I've realised we're missing someone as well, but I'll add him at the end. I have to. Reece James. Well, if Azpilicueta wasn't in our team, he would be starting week in, week out. He's a very good young player. He's arguably the young player that could go the furthest out of all of us. Well, all of us, not me. I wish. All of the young players coming through, arguably, I think he could go the furthest in his career and become the best. And when he has played a fair amount of minutes, obviously not loads, but when he has, he's been an extremely talented player. But because of his lack of minutes, and I'm going to put him as a decent player, but he could so easily work his way up and within a season or two be world class. Easily. Kennedy. No words. I think he didn't get his chance with us, and when he has played in pre-season friendlies, he hasn't been all too good. He's been really good at other clubs, and I think we should sell him. No, he's even in the Newcastle shirt, so here's what it is. Okay. Yeah, I think we've got this is not the best tier list, but you know, why is it in an England shirt? Mason Mount, let's do him. Well, he has been amazing. He has came in like Tammy from, well, he played with Lampard at Derby, which I think helped Lampard have more faith in him. But he came in and he is bossed, and although he had a better start to the season, he has still been consistently good, and he's still in that team, and he does well. He has a high work rate, and he does what we need in the team. So I'm going to put him as a very talented player, and I think he can easily be a world-class player. Easily. Michy Batshuayi. I like the man. I think he gets his opportunities, but he doesn't take them. Yes, he won us the league at West Brom by scoring that goal, but he doesn't play. He's clearly down the pecking. He's clearly down Frank Lampard's list, because you got Tammy, then you got Olivier, and then obviously with Werner coming in, he's obviously going to be higher up. So I think it might be his time at the club might be over, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Pulisic. He had injuries and he didn't have too many chances before this break, and then he's come back after this break, and I don't know what's happened. He won us the game at Aston Villa. He scored an amazing goal against City, and I think he's really putting his stamp on his starting spot in the lineup, because I think he's so young still, and he can be such a good player for us in the future. It's insane. So I'm going to put him as a world-class player for those reasons. Hey, his goal played under Jurgen at Dortmund, and his goal won Jurgen the title. So, well, hey, small wins. That's what it is. Zuma. I don't think he's good enough. It's controversial. I think he makes too many errors. I think he's too optimistic on the ball, and I think he's too quick to jump in and make mistakes. And for that reason, I think he should go out. And I know he's been at Everton. He didn't have the best time at Everton, but I think we've only played him because we've had to. I don't see how he warrants his place in the starting 11 at least. So I'm going to put him as a very average player. I don't think we should sell him, because I think he can get there. But yeah, I think that's Rudiger again. I've even forgotten his name because we've sent him out on loan for so long. Bakayoko. Yeah, I don't need to say any more. He's not amazing. He had such high hype when we bought him in, and he disappointed heavily. I think we should tell him, because I think his career would be better for it, and honestly we don't need him. We don't. And then the other one, I'm gonna like Billy Gilmore in there, because he's come in and he has shocked a lot of people. He has done extremely well for his age, and everyone, I was a little bit skeptical when he came in. I'll be the first to admit he's very little, and I thought he was going to be too weak. He'd be muscled off the ball, but then he came in against Liverpool and he bossed it. So it's, yeah, he's gonna be a star for us in the future for sure. So I'm gonna put him in it. He's already a talented player. I will put him in that talented category. So actually, let's use this guy. Yeah, he's our Billy Gilmore. So anyway, there's our tier list. I think I'm pretty happy with that. I think, yeah. So thank you to the 5 of you, or maybe even like 3 of you that got this far in the video. I quite enjoyed making this, so I think I'm gonna do some more. If you liked it, kind of comment like what teams you want me to do, what leagues you want me to do, and I think yeah, this could be quite fun. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe always, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. This was fun.